Mbak Dela, Mbak Rahma, Mbak Siva, Berta, Titi Yuwana,
Yes, sir.
ya Mbak
I
Hilda.
can hear your voice.
Okay, thank you. Then the last is Mbak Sophie, ya. So that's the attendance list calling in the early of this meeting, ya. It's nice to meet you all. Terima kasih di pertemuan pertama, ya. Kita sudah ada di sini Zoom. We will discuss a bit about our course. Mata kuliah kita jenisnya apa, teman-teman? What is the types of our class? Linguistics. Then is it online or offline?
Online.
Online, ya, Mbak Siva. Good, great. That's why in the beginning, I will remind you to pay attention to the online class setting. Yeah, so we have a class agreement here. Nah, jadi, so we have Zoom's meeting. If you have in your e-learning schedule, every week you need to check, ya teman-teman ya. Everyone need to check the e-learning website whether there is a Zoom link or Google Meet link or not. If yes, you are prepared to have synchronous meeting like this. If not, just wait, yeah, because you have a whole week to watch the video, to read the materials, yeah, related with critical discourse analysis. Yeah. Even though we have many advantages, but we can also have disadvantages, yeah, because we cannot have face-to-face meeting directly to know your real conditions, to know your nuance, your feelings, and extra. That's why we will consider that as the good one, the good conditions, yeah, because this is online, so you can keep up later on, yeah, in the different time. Maybe if you feel it's not good today, in these hours, you can see and read the materials, yeah, again and again, because in linguistics, it's about the core of the language learning. You need to learn about how is the language. Jadi bahasa itu seperti apa, ya. Mostly we have theoretical things, kelas-kelas teori kan. So you need to have a good reading. Nah, yang saya ingatkan di situ adalah literasinya saja, teman-teman, di awal ya. Are you ready to have a good literations? Good reading habits, everyone? In this early meeting, I ask you, all of you, Mbak Siva, can you respond to me? Are you ready to have a good reading habit?
Yes.
Okay, Mbak Berta, we met twice today. Mbak Berta, are you ready to have a good reading habit? Yep. Okay, that's okay for that obstacles, yeah. But the important thing is I want your commitment to have to read, to watch the materials well. Okay, Mbak Hilda?
Hello, sir. Yes, I'm
What's your
ready.
commitment?
Yes, I'm ready.
Thank you. Mbak Titi Yuwana? Oke, Mbak Sofi? Halo, Mbak Sofi? Oke, sadly I cannot hear your voice. Okay, then Mbak Rahma?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Yang belum siapa, Mbak Indri?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mbak Maulida? Dela, Triwulandari, ya, Aiza. How's your commitment? Are you ready? You have a good reading habit?
Ready, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Suppose that you have all a good commitment here, yeah, because this is important. If you miss about synchronous meeting, you can catch up with the recording and so on. But if we have comes to the discussions related with, for example, CDA topics related with the media, for example, yeah, we don't spend a lot of time discussing about basic theory. Jadi kalau teori ada baca sekian, ada materi ini, ya kita we need to catch up with that. Nah, nanti ada masanya kita, ya, we have a schedule, ya, for discussing a certain issues related with CDA. So you all already know about CDA's basic theory. Yeah, what the purpose of reading a good reading habit is like that. Jadi kita tidak hanya berkutat pada teori dasar terus ya. Oke, critical discourse analysis everyone. Belajar discourse di mana saja, teman-teman? Have you learned about discourse? Menjumpai discourse di mana saja? Where have you faced discourse so far? Di mana? Teman-teman menjumpai discourse itu di mana? Ya.
Campus sometimes.
Louder, please.
At
Mbak.
campus, online.
Online. In what form?
What, sir?
In what form?
What form?
In what types? What forms? If you face this online, if you face it in the campus, in what forms? Give your opinion first. Nah, ini pembukaan open opinion first.
I think everyday conversation.
Everyday conversation. Kita ini ya. We got one. Tadi Mbak Berta oke. Got two. Everyday conversation. Ada lagi nggak bentuknya? Contohnya?
Speech.
Speech.
Written text, sir.
Written. Okay. So that's the key, yeah. Speech, written. Nah, we wrap those two big points, yeah. Even mention Mbak Titi's answer is already correct too, yeah. But we find it in the article, we find it in the news, we find it in the Instagram, we find it in the newspaper, we find it here in the teaching and learning process. So discourse is the form of written and also spoken, everyone. Ya, jadi itu. So we have the language of. Nah, nanti, for example, in politics ya, we have a political discourse ya. Discourse is the generalization, belum saya rekam ya, is the generalizations and already notions, yeah, of communication. So this is like the form of communications in any majors of topics. Now you find it for the discussions later on. Maybe we take from corpus, ya. Corpus itu apa? Kinds of data sets, ya. It's like metadata in this word. Yeah, related with discourse that we want to find the word this one. We want to find the word culture, for example. Nah, itu salah satunya ya. Nanti kita diskusi itu di semester ini. And we'll continue ya. So here this is it is a must ya, oblique. The code is PPE 2161. This is critical discourse analysis. If you see, saya tanya ke salah satu ya, Mbak Indri. Halo Mbak Indri.
Yes, sir.
Do you have boyfriend? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can lie. It's okay. Just the sample of conversations. You can lie. Yes, sir. I have. Or be honest or don't be honest. It's okay. Mbak Indri.
Yes, sir.
How if, for example, yeah, there is a boy or a male that asks you to, for example, to go out at night until a very late night, for example, until 11 p.m., for example. And then he promised that he will take care of you. You need to go with him to watch, to hang around, to watch a movie and stuff. What's your response for that invitation? There is a random guy. I said a random guy.
Random guy.
Yeah. That asks you,
I
meet you at the first
I
time. Mhm.
For the first time, I would refuse it
Reviews.
because
What? Because? Wait.
because he invites me in the evening event, so I will refuse it.
First time in the evening, yeah. Even if
Yeah.
he make a promise, a finger cross, for example, I will not do any harm of you, Mbak Indri. You still refuse?
Yes, still
Great,
I do not believe.
great. With any additional reason, yeah, that's the basic reason, yeah. Of course, you have any additional reasons for that, yeah, about religions, about who is him, ya kan? You do not know him deeply, so and so on. That's great. You are not the pale girls yet. Itulah. Padahal sudah buat janji loh. Janji itu kan kita tahu, wah, that is promise. Kenapa kok janji tadi kita tidak perhatikan sebagai janji? Kenapa kok? Padahal sudah berjanji, Mbak Indri. Kok tetap ditolak? He already make a promise, but you refused. Why?
Because I don't believe.
Because I?
Yeah, if he would will not do harm to me, I think that he should ask me in the afternoon.
Okay, afternoon or
Evening,
something, yeah.
like yeah.
So there is a logical reason why you refuse about the time, yeah, and about the quantity of the meeting. This is still the first time. You do not know him. Ya, ini Mbak Indri sudah lumayan ya. Mau, tapi kalau sore, padahal baru kenal tadi ya. Ya, tapi ada filternya ya. Nggak mau kalau malam. Okay. That's the critical thinking of Mbak Indri. Nah, we face that discourse, that conversation, that analysis. Doesn't mean on the surface of promise need to be implemented in the rightful way. But in the reality, janji itu kadang selalu ditepati atau kadang can be broken. Everyone can be broken. That's your analysis. Mbak Indri and the rest of you is not already a white paper. Ya, sudah bukan kertas putih lagi. But you have already a gradation. Sudah tahu kalau janji itu bisa dibohongi, kalau cowok itu seperti itu, ya ngajak jalan malam tuh apa maksudnya? You have already complete background knowledge, critical analysis to see to predict, to make a defense on the near future conversation impact. Near future conversation consequence. Nah, itu contohnya. Kalau discourse yang teman-teman alami itu dianalisis tidak hanya simple analysis, tapi tadi sudah kritis belum? Yes. Ya, already in the step of critical discourse analysis. Sesuatu we find that things is not just a plain one. Something has their hidden agenda. Someone already spared that hidden meaning. We got our background knowledge relation about that discourse. Nah, itu menarik. Kenapa suatu discourse itu kita akan bisa analisis di mata kuliah ini? In this course, you will learn how to analyze that one. So discourse description, you are obliged to have this. Discourse provides you, with the orientations theory, practice critical discourse analysis, Tapi semuanya nanti kita kaitkan dengan, karena we have limited time in this course, methodology related course. Contohnya, for example, critical paradigm of research, the basis of CDA, definition of CDA, basic principle of tense of CDA, perspective or approach, or method to CDA. Ini nanti banyak, ada 6, minimally we have 6 approach, The place of CDA in research, and text analysis from systemic functional linguistic, itu tambahan. Nah, itu teman-teman kita akan belajar tentang CDA. Meeting 1, kita in the first meeting kita ini critical linguistic concept and critical discourse analysis in general. Jadi kita akan bahas apa, CDA itu hubungannya dengan apa? Kita sudah bahas bukan discourse analysis. Everyone, based on the history, knowledge is not static but dynamic, right? But in the first time, this is not appear as CDA suddenly like that. Oh, CDA, no. If there is a discourse, then someone, the person, the people that use that discourse analyze. Namanya discourse analysis. Tapi, but in this world that full of a very bad wolf, tadi kalau laki-laki banyak laki-laki buaya dan sebagainya analoginya. Nah, analisis itu tidak hanya simple analisis, oh dia pria, dia berjanji dia akan melakukan ini, makanya aku percaya karena dia berjanji. He already make a promise, so I will believe in him. Nah, nggak serta-merta sepolos itu kah? Mbak Firta misalnya. You need to be higher than that one, higher level of analysis. Makanya adanya critical discourse analysis. Itu aja sama orang yang baru pertama kenal langsung mau ngajak nonton ini. Akankah dia, will he do the same thing to others? Will he, so how if, so you have a lot of, and critical class in education with Pak Dangen, for example, you are built to think about that. Now, in this class, you will make a practice in this terms of discourse, khusus bahasa, karena kita adalah anak-anak bahasa, We will see the phenomenon in discourse, we will analyze that. In next week, karena kita akan campur, mayoritas ada asynchronous, so you need to watch the video and read the PowerPoint or the materials, Besok kita akan kenalkan sekilas, karena CDA, discourse, is closely related with systemic functional linguistics. Nah, kalau teman-teman sering baca buku, salah satunya about linguistics, you have Halliday, about grammar, bapaknya grammar ini juga Halliday, Nah, grammar structure and etc. is not already faced traditionally, but it has its function in the society, in the sentence itself, in the paragraph itself, in that discourse itself. So we have systemic functional linguistic that integrate ini social purpose, lalu fieldnya mana, tenornya mana, mode mana ya. That's the second meeting. Nah, the third meeting we will still about the basic understanding ya. We will have discourse and social language. Nah, karena kita itu hidup di sosial, nanti hubungannya kalau bahasa macrolinguistic ya, we will related with social linguistic and so on. So we have discourse and social language relationship. Then the fourth meetings, this is the last of the basic materials of CTA, the role of context in discourse analysis. Yeah, we need to know the context. It is not just about pragmatics, yeah, but we brought this into discourse that larger, that more complicated. Nah, lalu baru after meeting 4, in meeting 5, meeting 6, meeting 7, tadi one of the description of our course goals is to know the approach. Yeah? So how the critical discourse analysis used to analyze the discourse, the situations, the language situations based on the Roger Fowler or one of the expert of CTA. They have their own characteristic. That's why we will learn one by one. Roger Fowler seperti apa. Then after that we will learn CTA that got approach from Teun van Dijk in meeting 6. And meeting 7, yeah, if you are feminist, interest in the feminisms, not just about the female, yeah, male is also okay for this, yeah, Sarah Mills, yeah, CTA, yeah, they have approach in the feminisms of CTA. Then that's the meeting 1 till 7 that we have mid exams. And then after mid exams, previously, yeah, in the middle of meeting 1 till 7, I will give you ASN 1. Nah, harus wajib tahu nanti. Kadang saya toleransi ASN-nya di meeting keempat misalnya atau 5 ya tetap kerjakan walaupun telat meeting 6, meeting 7. If not, it will be 0. Then if the minimum requirement, minimum score of ASN is less than 50, you are not pass this class. Jadi minimal mengerjakan ya all of the ASN or assignment. Then meeting 8, meeting 9, meeting 10 will still continue our approach in CTA ya after we got Roger Fowler, Teun van Dijk, and Sarah Mills. We got Van Leeuwen, then we got Ruud Wodak and Norman Fairclough CTA. Okay, everyone. So like what I've said, we have 6 approach of the expert, yeah, to use this critical discourse analysis, yeah. Then we move to the general approach on media, yeah, CTO and media, and then on the 4 meetings left, the last is final examination, of course, but previously before that, yeah. In the preceding meetings, we'll have CTA research and journal discussion. So we will relate all of those materials into research and journals. Yeah, so you know, oh, this sounds like this if we use Van Leeuwen journal. Oh, if we will use this approach with this language, with this tone, with this sharp analysis. If we use this approach, yeah, so you will have real journal samples, yeah, in CTA. Then the last one is final exams. The reference, yeah, I have Norman Fairclough books, yeah, and then Teun van Dijk's books, so many Teun van Dijk, and Ruud Wodak and Michael Mayer books. And then thank you. Yeah, that's what we are having in this semester. Yeah, hopefully you will get that in a good way for CDA, critical discourse analysis. Remember, this is not just about spoken or this is merely about written, but it is all about that. Because the major data in this language word ya, dalam bahasa itu data utama itu apa? Dalam sejarahnya, dalam prasejarah zaman dahulu adalah spoken. Because speaking cannot be kept in our memory, cannot be shared. That's why there will be at that time the way how to preserve the speaking, the spoken data. That's why there will be writing. Nah, kenapa muncul transkrip kadang dalam data percakapan? And then so on. We have another data of discourse, for example, an articles, journals, or magazines articles, newspaper articles, and so on. Yeah, you can use that as our data, our input, yeah, to see the phenomena in the society. That the society, this is not the plain one. You are not the white or you are not black. He is not just plus, he is not just negative, he is not just what is that, we can call it good, this is not bad. Ada kita bisa mengotakkan secara tepat itu dalam ilmu sosial seperti matematika. Misalnya Mbak Faiza. Halo Mbak Faiza.
Hello, sir.
Have you ever made a mistakes in your life?
Of course I have.
Of course, yeah. Do you agree if someone judge you and label you, you are a bad girl with that mistakes? A bad person? Do you agree if someone labels you?
I don't think so.
Great, I don't think so. Because we even made mistakes, but maybe once, twice, 3 times, but not every time, right? Then Mbak Triwulandari, ya, thank you Mbak Faiza ya, Mbak Triwulandari.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever made a good things to others?
I think yes.
Yeah. Do you agree if someone's label you, you are an angel, you are the perfect one? Similarly,
course.
huh? Of course,
Yes.
you are the perfect one. Never made a mistakes. Nah, siapa itu yang tidak
Yeah.
pernah buat kesalahan? Do you agree with
No.
that? No.
No.
That's one. Karena nanti itu yang nggak punya kesalahan adalah Tuhan ya. Ya, jadi sama. But the point of Mbak Tris conversation and Mbak Faiza conversation with me is we cannot label someone, something is 100% white, this is 100% black in the socio humaniora ya, in the language and arts. Karena sesuatu apa tadi? Gradation ya. Jadi dalam anthropolinguistic and so on ya, we learn about culture, we learn about critical discourse analysis, we have all gradations. Jadi nanti orang yang someone will perform like this, will perform like that, that's not the angel, that's not the evils. That is a gradation. Misalnya kalau dalam misalnya politik ya, we talk about discourse in politics yang the hot current issues last year and this year. Ya, ternyata yang kita dukung misalnya ya tidak sesempurna itu. That's the reality. Oh, ya ternyata yang politik yang dia janji-janji seperti itu tidak ditepati. That's the reality. We need to be critics. We have optimisms, we have pessimisms. We mix that one with our analysis. Oh, meragukan itu penting ya. Apalagi ini critical discourse analysis itu kadang cara bodohnya itu harus berawal dari you doubt something, meragukan kan. Tadi seperti yang ada janji tadi. Saya berjanji kok nggak ngapa-ngapain kamu, ngajak nggak. I will not do harm with you. Nah, ya hanya di mulut itu janji. Kalau harus belajar meragukan, ya dengan analisis sama. Nanti dalam suatu wacana, contohnya nih, dalam suatu contoh wacana, misalnya ada wacana ini pembangunan drainase ya kemarin ada drainage locations in misalnya di kabupaten ini ya bla 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 regency. Ternyata dari artikel itu banyak respon warganya yang meragukan dalam relokasi dan ini pembangunan kembalinya. Drainage. Kalau teman-teman lihat drainase di kota Jogja, yang di jalan-jalan itu, pembangunannya seperti apa? Sebagai penutup ini. Misalnya ada diskurs tentang itu. Kalian melihat, what do you see about our, we will not go far to other cities, in Yogyakarta cities. What do you think about drainage on the streets? Do they fix it in the right way? Kalau orang gali-gali selokan, orang gali-gali di jalan beraspal itu, misalnya, pernah lihat nggak Mbak Dela?
Yes, sir.
Do they fix it like the first time with a very good conditions of the street? Do they always do like that? Do what they promise to do in the beginning? What is the result? If you see. Mbak Dela. Sesuai enggak jalan-jalan yang sudah dibongkar, digali-gali selokannya, dikembalikan lagi?
Sometimes
Sometimes?
yes, sometimes not.
Sometimes not. Sometimes not. Itu adalah keraguan, ya kan, Mbak Dela? Ya, that's necessary in your analysis. Nah, nanti itu diskurs itu diperlukan kalau teman-teman misalnya ada you are in that position, have a bargaining in the society to others. Permisi Ibu Dela, misalnya jadi ini ya, orang penting lalu let me show you that the street will be misalnya dig it up and the street in the next few months will be the same. We will make blah blah blah. No, I don't think so. You need to misalnya apa? Harus membuat perjanjian, make an agreement with this. What is the consequence? You need to write that one. If the street will not get back to the real one, to the good quality, what is the consequences? Because of Mbak Dela know about the discourse so far. Bagaimana keadaannya, bagaimana janjinya, bagaimana realitinya proyek-proyek tersebut. Nah, tulisan-tulisan, perkataan-perkataan tersebut kan kita harus analisa berdasarkan reality. That's why in analyzing discourse, you need to know about a big agenda, about the government policy. You need to know about the society and environment phenomena. Itu teman-teman ya penutupnya. Jadi discourse itu banyak. Nanti teman-teman menganalisis akan membutuhkan bantuan konteks-konteks sekitar. Ya, berdasarkan topik yang dianalisis. Jadi menjadilah kritis ya dan curiga terhadap segala sesuatu dalam kelas discourse analysis kalau kita mencermati sebuah discourse. Okay, everyone? Then those suspicious and doubtful things need to have reference. Jadi kenapa kok tadi meragukan pembangunan? Contohnya itu loh, di jalan, di gang saya misalnya. Setelah dibongkar nggak dikembalikan aspalnya seperti biasa. Nah itu ada dasarnya, tidak hanya curiga dan menolak. Dan misalnya mencurigai itu harus berdasarkan sesuatu. Can be based on the experience, can be based on the citation, can be based on the reference, can be based on the someone's experience, your background knowledge, and so on. General knowledge, can be, ya. Itu teman-teman, ya. Sebagai awal pertemuan ini, ada pertanyaan?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, if there is no question so far, I will end this meeting. Thank you very much. See you next week with asynchronous ya meeting.
Thank you so much.
Ya, Mbak Hilda, Mbak Tri,
See you later.
Dela, Faisa, see you, Dri,
Thank
Hilda, Mbak Rahma,
Thank you, sir.
Oki, Mbak
Thank you,
Titi,
sir.
Siswa, Mbak Pirta. Ya, goodbye.